what are your thoughts? Where are the women?
Well, if you were to notice, the numbers of female students studying in higher educations in Malaysia are outnumbering the male. Maybe the opportunities in certain sectors are quite limited, especially politics. Some of the reason they gave, especially in rural areas or in conservative area, if you feel a woman candidate, the chances of winning might be lower than the male candidates. So this must be corrected. With what? Education. Education to the masses that women and female and male politicians or assemblymen or assemblywomen in that matter are equal in their abilities.
Okay, thank you very much.
So my question is, what are your thoughts on the significant disparity in wealth between the T20 and the rest of Malaysians?
And just to clarify, the T20, the top 20%?
The top 20, the top 20 bands. So we've got 3 bands in Malaysia, and this is the top 20 versus the rest of us.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Just a little bit of statistics to back us up here. The richest 10% in Malaysia take 38.4% of income. The poorest 10% take 1.7% of income. Can I start with Wan Ahmed from the opposition?
Well, I think one of the major issues would be the problem of access to resources, especially education. Those who being raised in the rural areas, like in my constituency, compared to those who study here in Klang Valley, are definitely having different access to quality education in terms of teachers, materials, and support system. So until and unless those gaps being addressed, we will always face these issues of class war between those who have and those who have not. Yeah, and thank God, I mean, for the past 50 years at least, the government, this credit goes to the Barisan Nasional government, they had managed to at least reduce those gaps through the new economic policy. It might not be perfect, but at least it worked to a certain extent because I'm part of the recipient of those policies.
And the new economic policy, for those that don't know it,
but of course,
policy that particularly favoured what are sometimes called ethnic Malays who were economically disadvantaged previously.
Yeah, but of course, economy is not static. Things have changed. We have new challenges ahead, and definitely those gaps have been is getting wider in certain aspects. For example, in technology. So, and when it comes to these sort of issues, I believe the government has to come up with a policy to address those gaps.
Thank you very much, Trishi.
Malaysia was not born or was not forged in a vacuum. Malaysia was a nation state that was given birth during post-colonial era of decolonization of the British Empire. And prior to that, Malaysia was ruled by the Malay Islamic sultanates.
Do you reject Roshini's phrase, Malay Muslim hegemony?
I would reconfigure the word hegemony. I would rather use custodianship. Why? Because, yes, custodianship means you are the majority race. Your role is to ensure peace and harmony of the nation. Meaning it's a burden, it's a responsibility rather than a privilege. And also as a Muslim leader, we were not taught to be tolerant. In Islam, we were taught to understand this phrase called muhibbah, which means in Arabic, love. Love thy neighbor.
Thank you very much indeed. I'd like to go back to our questioner. Thank you.
First of all, thank you everyone for your kind remarks. Let it be known that you're talking about muhibbah, love, and yet in the previous general election, according to the social media monitoring report by CIJ, Center for Independent Journalism, PAS, one of your own political partners, was one of the biggest amplifiers for ethno-religious hate. So I hope that you are able to bring some of those comments back to your party.
Are you?
Yes, I shall leave you there.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wan Ahmed, very briefly, if you would.
You see,
thank you, Roshini.
Thank you. Definitely, there are weaknesses among my party members, my coalition members, when it comes to race and religious rhetorics. But why single out PAS when we all know very well DAP also play the same rhetorics?
Okay.
Just that they are not being reported.
Please, this is the Chinese majority party. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Clearly strong passions on this issue, as so many others. Let's move on. Thank you. Wan Ahmed.
I would characterize this government as a government with iron fist in a velvet glove. Stop giving excuses about slow reforms because we are we are in unity government. The fact of the matter is, the Prime Minister is the most powerful person that could affect change that he wants. But does he make the change that he promised to the people? No, nada.
Would you like to see the Sedition Act repealed?
Definitely, it can be amended to accept the new realities and challenges, to have more freedom and also spaces for people to discuss things that are deemed sensitive.
Professor, thank you.
My name is Shah. My question is, political parties make promises and they're often broken promises. Can the government enact a law to make political parties accountable for their promises?
Thank you. I mean, and I really do mean short answers on this one. Wan Ahmed, a law to make political parties accountable, yes or no?
Well, I don't think law is sufficient, I don't think it's needed. Because why? I think the experience of all political parties have experience governing the country. So we have learned our lesson not to overpromise things that we cannot deliver.
Okay.
Yeah. So I believe if we fail to adhere to our promises, we will be put out by the people.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you.